thank you to Whatnot for sponsoring today's video, and make sure to stay tuned because I'm going to be giving you information on where I'm selling my dolls and a special giveaway. So we are in the doll room, which we're not in the doll room very often, but I am going to go through my Monster High dolls, which I have in the case here to my left, your right, and honestly sell some. I have had them in the case now for a while. It's been about 4 years since I really downsized the first time my Monster High collection. At one point, I had a ton in box. I actually had more like in box than out of box at one point. I honestly never really officially counted. If I did, I might have posted in one of the Monster High collection videos, and I think I had maybe, I don't know, 300 dolls or more of just Monster High. And now I'm down to this case, which has over 100 of them. I think it's probably about like, I would say 20 each shelf and then up there. So probably a little over 100 of them. And I'm going to let them go. As many of you are probably familiar if you watch this channel, I do a lot of auctions on the Whatnot app. I love selling on there, honestly, compared to like eBay and a lot of other places. I do feel a lot more comfortable selling on there just because like, I get to interact with you guys and show you like the dolls and show you, you know, if there's anything wrong with them and show you the details of them and everything. So I plan on selling these there. It's going to be hard because now I'm getting down to the ones where I really do like them. Like all the ones that you see here to the left of me are dolls that I've really enjoyed over the years. I enjoyed looking at them. I've enjoyed having them. But as many things in adult life happens, you need money sometimes, you know, and my collections have shifted over the years. Like Rainbow High has really taken over a large part of my doll room now. So I need to make space for that, which in turn means having to let go of things that maybe I just don't like looking at as much as I do some of the other things. So let's get into it. So the way I store a lot of my dolls, when I take them out of the cases, are going to be in these like 14 by 14 by 3 scrapbook boxes that I get from Michaels. And then what I normally do, because I've done quite a few auctions already, I think I've done like 7 or 8 of them. I normally, if I take down dolls, I'll put them in here and then I'll put them all in one place so that I know like those are the ones that I'm selling, right? Like I physically am taking them out, putting them into another place. I have done another video where I talked about just letting my dolls go and like I hold each one and I kind of go, okay, well, have I really enjoyed you? If you want to watch that, definitely I'll try to link it down below so it's a little bit easier for you to watch that more in depth of letting dolls go. But with these, I decided to, drum roll. Okay, so the ones that I let go, I'm going to let go of Miss Operetta, Freaky Fusion Operetta, and she does come with her purse. And this one was initially hard for me to let go because I do love Operetta. I feel like when Rainbow High, oh my gosh, see, I like Rainbow High so much now, it just takes over my brain. When Monster High first came out, I was all about Draculaura, and then it shifted into Operetta because my red hair... red hair moment. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's like me in Monster High. Like, I love red hair, woo, you know? And that's why I really kept a lot of my operettas. But out of all of them, I don't really feel that attached to Freaky Fusion. Honestly, it was not one of my favorite movies. Did not like Freaky Fusion that much. So I'm going to let her go. It's hard because her hair is perfect. And it's so hard now. I've really noticed like when I go look at Monster High dolls online and stuff like that, a lot of them, their hair is so messed up. And being the OCD person that I am, I'm going to just put that out there because I am. I'm very particular about their hair. So yeah, it's going to be hard letting some of these go because now I'm starting, like I said, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, oh, I really like you. I really like you. And like this one, I actually have 2 of. So that's why I'm fine with letting her go. And this one, compared to the other one, her hair is flawless. This one, her hair is like she's been laying down. So her hair is a little like laying down, but look how beautiful this doll is. Like, look how beautiful this doll is. Like from the makeup to the curls to the color scheme. Like, I love it. Like, I love her. Like, she is honestly so beautiful. But I do have 2 of them, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sell it. Let somebody else enjoy it that maybe didn't get the chance to buy her in the store, and, you know, she'll live another life on somebody else's shelf. This is how I talk to myself, right? You're going to live a good life on somebody else's shelf, I promise. But it's just so hard when they're so detailed. Like, this one, I really loved the Freak to Chic line because I love... obviously super into spooky things. I love avant-garde things. I like American Horror Story Freak Show, which I think this kind of came out around the time. Like, I don't know, I'm linking those two in my memory. But I just really loved her. But I'm going to let her go. Because like I said, I have two. And I'm trying to get to the point where I'm like, I only have doubles of things if they're in like different outfits. Or if I have one in box and out of box or something like that. But if I have two open, it's going to have to be let go, all right? It's going to have to just happen. Now, I do have some, like, see, the ones that are easier for me to let go when I sell things is, like, if they're messed up or if their hair isn't perfect, because, like, I tend to really like the dolls to have, like, really good hair. And I'm not a doll hair restyler, like, at all. Like, I'm awful. Like, I see people restyle the Rainbow High dolls, and I'm just like, I'm like, that is not me, because I cannot do that. I am not that talented. But I have this extra Cupid, and again, you've heard me say this in other videos. I'm going to get closer for this one. Like, you've heard me say in other videos, like, I'm going to do something with you. I'll make an art piece out of you. I have so many plans. This doll, no. Like, I feel bad that her heart fell over because her bangs are kind of messed up in her hair. But I feel like somebody out there can restyle this very easily. Like, I just always loved her because of the black and white, like, fade. But she has literally, this one's been in a bin. This one has not even made it into the shelf because I have a perfect bang, like her hair is perfect one in there. I know I'm not going to do the project. Like, I never do. I always say it and I never, ever, ever do. And you know what? She's in good enough condition that I feel like someone can do something with her, and she has her shoes and everything. So I feel like somebody can do something. Somebody will do something with you. They'll make you into a star. I promise. I don't know. It's again, this is my process. I hope you're enjoying watching my process of letting things go. This one I honestly forgot I owned. And that's how I made that decision to let this Monster High doll go. I was sitting there and I was like, oh, I owned you? Where did I even get you from? Like, I don't even remember buying her. Like, I don't remember buying her. Like, that's the part of that's doll collector problems. When you've been a doll collector so long, you legit like don't remember when you bought certain things. And that is definitely where I'm at sometimes with some of these. Is this Cleo that I've literally just had sitting in, she was another bin doll, like she was just in a bin. She has her shoes though, and like I don't know what else to say. Like, she's just been sitting there, and I legit, like, I really am trying to think, like, did I buy her at the store? Did I buy her from a friend? Did I buy her like secondhand? Like, I don't remember. That's how hard it's been for me. Like, I literally am sitting here going, are you new? Are you old? I don't even know. Okay. So then this one was hard because during my last auction, Claudina was in town and Claudina and Robin were helping me, and Claudina just came in here and started just grabbing stuff. And I was like, I almost let her go, and then I didn't because I was like, oh, I really love her boots and I love her gown. I love, like, it's not a mermaid, but it's also not a high-low. Like, it's so interesting, the cut and everything. And I feel like she's just so beautiful because her lipstick is so pale, and I love all the cracking on the face. Like, that's one of my favorite makeup things, is to have like cracks on the face, whether it's like a broken doll or electricity or whatever. I love it. I don't know why. I think it's so interesting makeup-wise. And her bangs are perfect. And me, with my little moment with the hair, I was just like, oh, I can't let this go. Like, look at this perfect hair. Look at this perfect hair. Perfect hair. I don't know. But I don't have any of the other ones from this line. I do. Oh, no, I do have another Ghouls Rule. I have Dracula, I think. But I think that's the only one I have. So, you know what? Let it go. Let it go. I will let it go. So I have a ton of other dolls that I'm going to be letting go too that aren't Monster High related, but I wanted to keep this video just like me talking about Monster High though. So yes, I do have other bins of other dolls that I'm letting go. And then I have some stuff that like I bought because I was like, oh, I'm going to do something with you. I bought it. It's just sitting there. It is sitting there. And I was like, you know what? I really do need the space because I'm starting to, my goal, because I started this project 2 years ago and I started watching some footage and I still had blonde hair at the time. So this was 2 years ago, right before I dyed it pink again. And this whole space was, I was like, this whole wall was blank. I was restructuring everything. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this in series. It has been 2 years. And I still have not finished the video, and honestly there's just no space for a lot of things, and I want to be able to have the floor completely flawless and spotless and the closet completely closed up and then everything nice and organized on the shelves. So this has got to go because I don't think I'm gonna have, I kept one Create a Monster doll and that is it. Everything else, gone. Cannot, nope, no, I have no space for you. I need to make room. I need to make room. So now let's get into the cases again and see if there's anything else I want to get rid of. Selling dolls from your collection can be really hard sometimes, but I wanted something that was a little bit more fun, unique, and different than just listing an item to sell. With Whatnot, I can post all of my items, do a live stream auction, have all of you ask questions, I can interact with all of you, show all of the items, and give you a backstory and history to each one. Whatnot's a really awesome app to resell your items, whether it's dolls, pops, or other collectibles. I love being able to connect with my audience when selling an item. My next auction is going to be February 26th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where I'll be selling the Monster High dolls that you're seeing in today's video, plus so much more. Don't forget to check out the links below. If you're first time shopping with Whatnot, you get a $15 off savings. Also, there's a separate link that you can sign up for if you want to become a seller. I'll also be doing a giveaway that night too. You won't want to miss this. Now back to the video. All right, closer up, ring light glare. I'm sorry, lighting. So I have it kind of organized by like Draculaura's all on the top shelf inside. On the very, very top, I have Freak to Chic and a bunch of the bigger items that don't fit inside of the glass case. Draculaura's probably going to be my last section that I'll ever go through when I sell stuff because I just really love all the Draculauras. That's going to be really almost impossible for me to sell any because I just like them so much. Now, this row is mixed dolls. This is all first wave dolls, and then the bottom is a mix of some first wave and then some miscellaneous dolls that I really like. So as you can see here is the Dot Dead Dance dolls. I really like them. I actually have the whole set of the dance ones, and I don't know, they're just so pretty. And like they still even have the rubber bands attached to them because I'm that type of collector where I never even took the rubber bands off because I didn't want to lose the fins or the shoes. And they're just so pretty. I always liked the Dot Dead Dance for some reason, mainly because of her. Like I always thought she was really beautiful, and I think I have a second one of her. Yep. And I just realized I was saying Dot Dead Dance instead of Dot Dead Gorgeous. No, I don't. Thought I did for some reason. Maybe I made that up in my head. And I always loved Operetta. I always thought she had a very rockabilly style with this particular outfit. I feel like her sense of style is mainly rockabilly anyways, but this was just really, really so cute and so rockabilly style. And I loved all the piano and everything. It was just so well done. So well done. And she comes with an eye coffin that is still attached to her hand. I love it. I love it. I love it. She does have some dust in her hair though. Oh, that's the one thing. Even with these glass cases, I still get dust everywhere. I don't know how it happens. Like, I clean all the time in this house. I'm constantly vacuuming. I'm constantly doing stuff. Like, how is there so much dust? Now this one's going to be the hardest one. I know this one, and so is the glue one. Like, going to be the hardest I go because I love this camera. Like, look at this camera that it comes with. It's so vintage. It's so cute. I really love her. I love her side pony looking so flawless. Like, you are a flawless doll. But I feel like if I sell one, I'm going to have to sell the whole set because then why am I keeping just one from the series? You know what I mean? Like, I've done that with a few others. Like, if you look at like my Claudine doll here, I love her in the music festival. It's probably one of my favorite variations of her just because I love her hair. It's so big, so bouncy, and it just looks so good. So she's probably one of my favorite Claudine dolls ever. And that's why I kept her and sold the rest of the music festival dolls because I was like, I'm not really connected with the rest of the music festival dolls. I was like, I'll pass on that. But I really liked her a lot. And then Ghoulia, this was probably one of my favorite Ghoulias because they did like a big poofy ponytail with her. And this dress was very, very mid-2000s like style of like this like bubble dress, this very uniquely cut dress, and I just love all the skelettes over it, and like honestly the skull shoes, which the camera does not want to focus, like the really cool bone shoes. There it is, bone shoes. Hey, bone shoes, really cool. So that's this one's hard for me. She looks like, I don't know, like a 1950s style. Something about her is just so pretty. Like they did a really good job on her. And then the last one, which honestly is not my favorite Draculaura, going to say that. Or actually, no, because I have Abby too. Yeah, there's 6 in this line, duh. I just like that she comes with the eye coffin, of course. Love that. But I don't know. I don't really like her outfit that much. I don't know. Like, she looks very basic. Out of all the dolls, I feel like she just looks so basic, especially for a Draculaura. Like, I just never really connected with this one. I was like, I literally have some of these because I was like, oh, I wanted the whole set. I was that type of person. I need a dust in here so bad. And same thing with like this Abby. Like I think she's very beautiful, but the side pony is basically the same as like Spectra's side pony, which I thought was very interesting. I was like, okay, same thing. I don't know. Like I don't hate these dolls. A lot of them I don't feel connected with. Like the only one I might keep is like but then look how much more clear my shelf is now. See, I got like 6 dolls out of there, and now I can spread them out and look at them easier. And I know I said I didn't like Freaky Fusion, but I really like the Alias Freaky Fusion just because of the fangs. I thought was hilarious. Like, here, for anybody who has not seen her close up in forever, like, look at those fangs. Like, it looks like she's like those plastic teeth you get in Halloween, like, in the candy all the time. Like, and they look so weird. Like, it's funny. Like, she looks so hilarious. Like, I think she's so, so funny. And I love her little bat, like, wings on her head. Like, I don't know. This doll just cracks me up, and that's why I refuse to sell her, because not because I like her, I just think she's hilarious. Like, I think she's just so, so funny. So see, like, if I take those dolls out, I get to spread out some of my other favorite dolls that are in here, which is, of course, like, I love my favorite Frankie. For some reason, I love this haircut. It's very, like, I don't know, something about this haircut on her roller maze doll. Can't talk. I don't know. I just love this haircut. She's just so beautiful. So it's probably one of my favorite Frankies, honestly. And yeah, so see, now I can spread out a lot of my other dolls and they don't feel so crowded, and I can see who's actually in here and get rid of those that I just don't feel connected to. And this is like one of my first operettas. I think this is my first operetta. That's why I kept her. Like, I think this was one of my first ones too, so I had to keep her. Just because I have a lot of like memories. So the ones that I'm kind of keeping now are ones that I have memories tied to, like where I was like, okay, I like you a lot. Like, I bought you at a very good moment in my life, so you're staying. And honestly, she's another one, like Amanita. I always say her name wrong. Honestly, I forgot I had her because I sold the rest of the series from this line. But this one, I just loved her hair so much. You're pretty. I might keep you longer. How did you make the cut? You look pretty. You get to stay here. You get to make it here another day. Here's your rose. I don't even watch The Bachelor, but I just know that don't they hand out roses in The Bachelor, right? Or Bachelor and Bachelorette? So see, like, now I can spread those out better. I need to really spread out my Dracula dolls because they're so crowded. But see, those are 6 dolls there that I know if I let go, will I miss it? Like, will I honestly cry in a year not having them? And sometimes I'm like, I do feel that way occasionally with a few of the Monster High dolls, just because that's when I first started my channel. Because in February, which I might post this video in February, I'll be doing YouTube for 9 years, and these dolls I bought when I started my YouTube channel. So it's kind of hard in that sense to let items go, but you know what? Like I said, I'm letting it go to other collectors and to people out there watching, and I know people out there will appreciate it more than it just sitting on my shelf collecting dust, which I don't understand because I can't, like I said, I clean a lot. Like, I can't avoid it. So I hope everybody, you know, if you do end up going on the Whatnot auctions and buying some of these, you know, I hope you get to enjoy them on your shelves, or if you want to customize them or whatever you plan on doing with them, I hope you have fun with them. And it's a process. Will I let more go? And people always ask, like, oh, will you sell everything one day? I don't know if I'll ever sell everything one day. First off, if I was to auction everything in this room, it would take me probably a couple years because I have so many dolls in this room. But I feel like it's a process. Like, I feel like you let stuff go in waves, things that you don't connect with anymore. And now I can see, like, honestly, I forgot I owned her. So now I get to look at Amanita, Nightshade, and before I never even knew she was back there. So that's a pro, right? That's a plus. Shifting dolls around, moving them around on the shelves and giving them new life. And honestly, it makes me feel happier when I walk into a room and I move things around, because it's like, oh, it's like a new space again. So check out more stuff from me in the link just in the description below. Getting tongue-tied, getting emotional. It's just all this Monster High stuff. I love it. You know, it's just so hard, but it's time to let things go. I know it's a part of life. So if you want to see more stuff from me, like I said, links in the description below. Also, click in the description below for the $15 off. If it's your first time buying, you get $15 off with my link. I totally appreciate it if you sign up with that. So until next time, we'll see what else I end up selling. Bye, everybody.